Welcome back to Coins X Tales. We're exploring rare Washington quarter dollar coins that have made people rich. Let's find out why you should never overlook these coins. Because who knows, a single coin could change your life. Don't miss this. Top 1. Imagine pulling a single quarter from your pocket and realizing it carries more history, mystery, and collector excitement than you ever expected. Today, we're diving into the United States of America Washington quarter dollar from 1996, struck at the Philadelphia Mint with no mint mark. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary coin. But once you understand its background, condition factors, and rare error possibilities, this quarter suddenly becomes far more interesting. The Washington quarter has always been a symbol of American strength and leadership, and by 1996, it was already deeply rooted in U.S. daily life. Millions of these quarters were produced for circulation, yet not all survived the same way. Some were spent, scratched, and worn down. Others were carefully preserved, quietly waiting to surprise collectors years later. What makes the 1996 P quarter special isn't just its age, but the fine details collectors look for. Sharp hair strands on Washington's portrait, strong lettering, and clean fields without marks instantly raise attention. Coins that escaped heavy circulation and remain in high condition are becoming harder to find as time goes on. Now let's talk about the part every collector loves: errors. Certain 1996 Philadelphia quarters were struck with minting mistakes that make them stand out. Off-center strikes can shift the design dramatically, creating a bold and unusual look. Double die errors may show extra thickness or doubling in letters and numbers. Some coins even display broad strikes, missing reeds on the edge, or weak strikes that give the coin a softer appearance. These errors turn a common coin into something exciting, rare, and highly desirable. For collectors, this quarter represents opportunity. It's a coin many people ignore, yet knowledgeable collectors examine carefully. Finding one with a clear error or in near-perfect condition feels like uncovering hidden treasure. That's what keeps coin lovers searching through rolls, jars, and collections every day. The 1996 P Washington quarter reminds us that value isn't always obvious. Sometimes it hides in plain sight, waiting for the right eyes to notice. Whether you're a beginner or a serious collector, this coin deserves a closer look. Now let's talk about value. In real market conditions, an average circulated 1996 Philadelphia Washington quarter is usually worth face value. However, uncirculated examples in strong condition can be worth several dollars. High-grade certified pieces have sold at auction for tens of dollars, while rare error versions have reached prices ranging from dozens to even hundreds of dollars, depending on the error type and condition. If you enjoyed learning about this coin, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another hidden coin story. Drop a comment below and tell us if you've ever checked your quarters closely. Thanks for watching and happy collecting. Moneybag. Top 2. We're uncovering the story behind the United States of America Washington quarter dollar from 1995, struck at the Philadelphia Mint with no mint mark. This coin may look ordinary, but for collectors who know what to look for, it carries hidden excitement and surprising potential. BY 1995, the Washington quarter was a familiar part of daily life. Yet the Philadelphia Mint produced these coins with remarkable detail. George Washington's portrait still showed strength and dignity, and the eagle on the reverse stood bold and proud. While millions were released into circulation, time has proven that not all coins age the same. Some were heavily used, while others remained sharp, clean, and quietly collectible. Collectors focus closely on condition when it comes to this coin. Crisp details in Washington's hair, strong lettering, and clean open fields can instantly separate an average quarter from a desirable one. Coins that avoided scratches, stains, and heavy wear are far scarcer today than people realize. As years pass, finding a truly clean 1995 Philadelphia quarter becomes more challenging. Now let's talk about what truly sparks collector excitement: mint errors. Some 1995 P quarters were struck with fascinating mistakes that turn them into conversation pieces. Double die errors can cause noticeable doubling in the date or lettering. Off-center strikes shift the design away from the middle, creating a dramatic and eye-catching look. Broad strikes may leave the coin wider than normal with missing edge reeds. Weak strikes and die cracks can also appear, adding character and rarity that collectors actively search for. For coin lovers, this quarter represents discovery. It's a reminder that valuable coins don't always look flashy. Sometimes the most exciting finds come from careful observation and patience. Searching rolls or collections for a high-grade or rare example of this coin can feel like hunting for hidden treasure in plain sight. The 1995 Washington quarter also holds historical charm. It reflects a period just before major changes in U.S. coinage, making it a nostalgic piece for many collectors. Its availability makes it approachable, while its potential rarity in top condition keeps interest alive. Now let's talk about value. In the real market, a circulated 1995 Philadelphia Washington quarter is generally worth face value. Uncirculated examples with strong detail can be worth a few dollars. High-grade certified coins have sold at auction for several tens of dollars, while rare error versions have reached values ranging from dozens to even hundreds of dollars, depending on the type of error and overall condition. If you enjoyed this deep dive into an overlooked American coin, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more hidden coin stories. Comment below if you've ever checked your quarters closely. Thanks for watching and happy collecting. Moneybag. Top 3. Take a moment and imagine the year 1998 in the United States. The economy was strong, everyday cash was king, and the Washington quarter dollar was moving nonstop through American hands. Today, we're uncovering the true collector story behind the United States of America Washington quarter dollar from 1998, struck at the Philadelphia Mint with no mint mark. This coin looks common, but hidden within it is a world of detail, rarity, and collector excitement that most people never notice. The Washington quarter design had already become an American icon by 1998. George Washington's portrait carried firm detail, and the eagle on the reverse symbolized strength and freedom. Millions of these quarters were produced, yet only a small number survived in exceptional condition. Years of circulation wore most examples down, making sharply detailed coins far more desirable today. Collectors pay close attention to surface quality on this issue. Clean fields, bold lettering, and strong definition in Washington's hair instantly increase appeal. Coins that escaped bag marks, scratches, and discoloration are becoming increasingly difficult to locate. That's where the real rarity begins, not in the date alone, but in how well the coin has been preserved. Now let's explore the errors that transform an ordinary quarter into a collector prize. Some 1998 P quarters show double die features, where letters or numbers appear doubled under magnification. Off-center strikes can dramatically shift the design, creating an eye-catching misalignment. Broad strikes sometimes leave the coin wider than normal with missing edge reads. Die cracks, cuds, and weak strikes also appear on certain examples, each adding uniqueness and desirability. For coin lovers, this quarter represents the thrill of the hunt. It reminds collectors that valuable coins aren't always ancient or rare by mintage numbers alone. Sometimes value is hidden in modern change, waiting for careful eyes. Searching coin rolls or old jars for a clean or error example of this coin can be both exciting and rewarding. The 1998 Philadelphia Washington quarter also holds a special place in history. It was minted just before the major redesign of quarters that followed in later years, making it one of the last traditional eagle reverse issues that many Americans remember using daily. Now let's talk about value. In today's real market, a circulated 1998 Philadelphia Washington quarter is generally worth face value. Uncirculated examples in strong condition can be worth a few dollars. High-grade certified coins have sold at auction for several tens of dollars, while rare and dramatic error examples have achieved prices ranging from dozens to even hundreds of dollars, depending on error type and condition. If you enjoyed this hidden story of an everyday American coin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more collector secrets. Drop a comment if you've ever found something unusual in your change. Thanks for watching and happy collecting. Moneybag. Top 4. We're taking a closer look at the United States of America Washington quarter dollar from 1997, struck at the Denver Mint and marked with the small but important D Mint mark. This coin may seem ordinary, but for collectors who know what to search for, it hides stories, rarity, and surprising value. BY 1997. The Washington quarter had become part of everyday American life. The familiar portrait of George Washington showed strong detail, and the eagle on the reverse still represented national pride. Millions of these quarters left the Denver Mint, yet time and circulation changed most of them forever. Heavy use wore down details, making sharply struck and well-preserved examples much harder to find today. Collectors closely examine this coin's condition. Clear definition in Washington's hair, crisp lettering, and smooth fields without deep marks are key signs of quality. Coins that avoided harsh circulation are now the ones that stand out. As years pass, high-grade examples of the 1997 D quarter are becoming increasingly scarce. Now comes the most exciting part for coin lovers: mint errors. Some 1997 Denver quarters were struck with fascinating mistakes that elevate them far above ordinary change. Double die errors can cause visible doubling in the date or lettering. Off-center strikes shift the entire design, instantly catching the eye. Broad strikes may produce coins without full edge reads, while die cracks and cuds add unique raised lines or shapes to the surface. Even weak strikes can create unusual textures that collectors appreciate. What makes this quarter especially interesting is that many error coins still remain undiscovered in old rolls, jars, and collections. That sense of possibility keeps collectors searching. The thrill of finding something rare in everyday change is what makes coin collecting so addictive and rewarding. The 1997 D Washington quarter also represents the final years of the classic eagle reverse design before major changes arrived. For many collectors, this adds nostalgic appeal and historical importance, making the coin more than just metal. It's a snapshot of American currency history. Now let's talk about value. In the real market, a circulated 1997 Denver Washington quarter is usually worth face value. Uncirculated examples with strong detail can be worth a few dollars. High-grade certified coins have sold at auction for several tens of dollars, while rare and dramatic error versions have reached prices from dozens to even hundreds of dollars, depending on the type of error and overall condition. If you enjoyed this deep look into a hidden piece of American coinage, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more collector discoveries. Leave a comment below if you've ever found an unusual quarter. Thanks for watching and happy collecting. Moneybag. Top 5. We're revealing the hidden collector story behind the United States of America Washington quarter dollar from 1994, struck at the Philadelphia Mint with no mint mark. This coin may look simple, but for collectors, it holds detail, history, and exciting possibilities. BY 1994. The Washington quarter had already earned its place as one of the most recognized coins in U.S. history. George Washington's portrait carried fine lines and depth, while the eagle on the reverse stood as a symbol of strength. Although millions of these quarters were produced, time has made truly well-preserved examples far less common than people expect. Collectors carefully study this coin for condition. Sharp hair details, bold lettering, and clean open fields instantly raise interest. Most 1994 Philadelphia quarters were heavily circulated, which means finding one with minimal wear today is surprisingly difficult. This is where rarity begins, not in how many were minted, but in how many survived in top condition. Now let's talk about errors, the detail that turns an everyday coin into a collector favorite. Some 1994 P quarters were struck with double die characteristics, showing slight doubling in the date or lettering. Off-center strikes can shift the design noticeably, creating a dramatic look. Broad strikes may leave the coin wider than normal with missing edge reads. Die cracks, cuds, and weak strikes also appear on certain examples, each adding uniqueness and desirability. For coin lovers, this quarter represents discovery and patience. Many valuable pieces remain hidden in collections, old coin rolls, and forgotten jars. The excitement comes from knowing that even a common-looking quarter could be something special if examined closely. The 1994 Philadelphia Washington quarter also reflects a time just before major changes in U.S. coinage designs. For collectors, this gives it nostalgic appeal and adds to its long-term interest. Now let's talk about value. In today's real market, a circulated 1994 Philadelphia Washington quarter is typically worth face value. Uncirculated examples with strong detail can be worth a few dollars. High-grade certified coins have sold at auction for several tens of dollars, while rare error examples have achieved prices ranging from dozens to even hundreds of dollars, depending on the error type and overall condition. If you enjoyed this closer look at a hidden American coin, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more collector stories. Drop a comment if you've ever checked your quarters closely. Thanks for watching and happy collecting. Moneybag.